Welcome to Lees-McRae College Game of the Week. My name is Dominic Hamilton.
And I'm Rashad Felton.
And today we have a men's basketball game. It's Mount Olive Trojans versus Lees-McRae Bobcats. Mount Olive Trojans are currently 2-3. Lees-McRae Bobcats are 1-5. How do you feel today's going to go, Rashad?
Well, you have a returner from Mount Olive. You have Dontrell Bright, who was a preseason All-American, so he'll come out and play strong. And as for the Bobcats, they're desperate for a win, so I look to see a good matchup today.
All right, you're here from Rashad. Let's hope for a great game. Welcome back to the Lees-McRae College Game of the Week. We're waiting for just the clock to run out, get this game started. Rashad, you know who our starters are?
As they say in Wilson. Are we on?
And your Lees-McRae Bobcats.
I didn't know if you lost.
You want me to start? I mean, have you come out?
So can they not hear the...
And now,
Can they not hear the announcer?
First, the Disney Trojans.
So do I say? You guys say? For the away team starting for the Mount Olive Trojans.
We'll just do ours. I do ours. For the Bobcats tonight, we have starting. We have a senior guard, Kander Eisler. We have another guard, number 4, Austin Anderson. Priest Lynch will be starting tonight. Cameron Red will be starting tonight. Jack Frank will be starting tonight. That's the starting lineups for tonight. Don, what do you see for tonight?
Well, honestly, I see a really good game coming up for everybody. I know Lees-McRae has gone down on a slump right now, and they're really looking for a win. So they're going to be coming out firing. Then again, like you said earlier, Mount Olive has that real tough player, so Lees-McRae's got to think about that in the future. What do you see?
I see an up-tempo game. Both teams will pressure the ball defensively in the half court, and I look for the rebound war to be crucial to this game. Whoever wins the rebound war will win this game. We have opening tip-off in a second.
Jack Frank for the Lees-McRae Bobcats will be doing the tip-off for Bobcats. And Mike Moore.
Trojans win the tip. Starting off the game, the Bobcats come out in a man-to-man. Early good ball movement by the Trojans.
But you also hear a lot of communication on the Lees-McRae Bobcats. I think that's going to be another crucial factor in this defensive breakdown.
Rebound by Priest Lynch. They're looking to push it, Dom. Offensive rebound by Jack Frank. Turnover. The Trojans come out looking to spread the floor.
Rebound by Priest.
Bobcats looking to push. Another miss by the Bobcats. They're looking really good in transition right now, Dom. They just have to make open shots.
It is very strong offense. If they can just get their offense down, I think this is going to be a Lees-McRae victory, but you can't tell yet. It's still the start of the game.
Mount Olive comes out in a man-to-man defense, aggressive. Mike Moore for the Trojans is fouled by number 43, Marcus Jack Frank. Mike Moore at the line for 2. First shot is no good for Mike Moore. Right now, bro. Second free throw, no good for Moore. Bobcats come looking out in the offensive spread. They look to drive the ball early on. Three-pointer by Lees Lynch is good. First backwood of the game. The Bobcats coming out in a full court press. Foul by number 3, Kendall Eisler. You know, Dom, they're playing really aggressive in that full court press.
They were, and I think if they can just keep the fouls down, I think that full court press is going to be very crucial. It can stop their defense, or their offense, excuse me. It looked like it was working really well until they ran into each other there. Now I see that Jack Frank, number 43 on Lees-McRae Bobcats, is the only freshman starter on the team. How do you think he's been doing as of the season so far as a freshman starter?
Tonight is his first game starting. Jack Frank is a big, dominant player down low. He's a great rebounder, so I look for him to have a great impact on this game. He's doing a great job communicating out there, so I think it's a good job on coach for starting him. Turnover by the Mount Olive Trojans.
Once again, Lees-McRae still looking defensively very strong.
Dontrell Bright looks to pick up the ball full court. Three-point shot by Lees Lynch is off the mark. Trojans look to push. Inside layup by Mike Moore. Bad communication by the Bobcats on the out-of-bounds play. Missed shot by Kendall Osler. The Trojans look to push the ball. Foul on number 3, Kendall Eisler. Number 0, Josh Gaither checks in the game for Lees Lynch. Number 32, Darius Melbon checks into the game for number 3, Kendall Eisler. Good subbing by Coach Harden early on, getting players rest. You know, the Trojans are having a hard time figuring out this man-to-man defense by the Bobcats.
Rebound by Jack Frank on the Lees-McRae Bobcats.
Josh Gaither looks to push the ball.
Both teams looking very defensively strong right now.
Now Oliver's trapping ball screens. Bobcats have to take care of the ball. Shot off the mark by Darius Melbon. Rebound by Cameron Red. Austin Anderson looking to push the ball.
Ball tipped out by Mount Olive. Lees-McRae still has the ball in offensive zone.
Jack Frank with the ball. You know, the Bobcats have to move a little bit more on offense, don't you think, Dom?
Yeah, they seem to be very flat-footed out there. All they're doing is setting picks for their point guard and then going back at the same thing again.
3-point good for Cameron Red. First 3-point of the season, Dom.
First point. It was a very nice look and a very nice shot. What more could you ask for?
Bobcats back in the full court man-to-man press. Dominique Reed is headed to the line for 2. Foul on number 43, Jack Frank. That's his second foul.
Jack Frank was standing down there alone with 2 guys down there. I mean, it was a tough call, but I think it was a good foul.
First shot off the mark for Dominique Reed.
Jamal Martin.
Number 0, Jamal Martin checks in the game for number 10, Jaquan Blount.
Oh, Jack also pulled out.
Number 10, Jonathan Honore checks in the game for number 43, Jack Frank. Second shot good for Mike Moore. The Trojans look to pick up full court. Foul on number 1, Dontrell Bright. You know, the Trojans are really coming out aggressive in that man-to-man half court. What do you think, Don?
Yeah, I think them coming out more aggressively has, I guess you could say, stunned the Bobcats. They're not sure what exactly to do, but it looks like Darius goes in for the layup and just missed. Bobcats got the rebound.
Offensive rebound by the Bobcats. Chad Hicks goes into for the shot. His shot rejected. Bob Trojans pushing the ball on the other end. Layup by Mike Moore. Bobcats have to get back on that shot, don't you think, Don?
They do. They're setting up for the zone on the strong side, but they're not reacting to when the ball gets passed to the weak side fast enough.
Chadwick Hicks cuts to the basket, gets fouled, going to the line for 2. Foul on number 1, Dontrell Bright for the Trojans. That's his second foul. Media timeout. So what have you seen so far in this game, Dom?
So far, it's looking just like you said, a fast-paced game. So those substitutions are looking really crucial for the game, and then timeouts also will be. Bobcats having a little bit of a struggle on offense, but defense very solid. That full court press is being real strong for Mount Olive in the same side. They're double teaming the point guard as soon as the Lees-McRae sets the pick. How do you think this game's going to keep going?
Well, I see great energy from both teams, which is always a good sign for a good game. The Bobcats are losing the rebound war right now, but that can be, adjusted. And the Trojans are, playing a little aggressive on defense, getting early fouls. So I just look for both teams to adjust to the game.
How do you think the Bobcats are going to react to the double pick on the point guard after the screen on their offensive side?
Well, with Mount Olive trapping ball screens, I look for the Bobcats to reverse the ball quickly and look for the open man. Taking care of the ball out of that double team will be crucial for the Bobcats. Number 5, Tayon Gleaves checks in for number 1, Dontrell Bright. First free throw good by Chad Hicks. Second free throw good for Chad Hicks. Bobcats come out in a full court press. Turnover by the Trojans. 3-point shot by Jonathan Honore is off the mark. Rebound by Mike Moore. Trojans looking to push on offense. Mike Moore's mid-range jumper is good.
A little bit of communication error on that last play. It looked like they set the screen and nobody really saw the pass, making it for an easy shot.
Trojans turning into a switching defense on those ball screens now, Dom. Rebound by Mike Moore. Trojans look to push the ball. Layup inside by Dominique Reed.
Looks like the Bobcats came out flat-footed while Mount Olive came out even more aggressive than they were in the first.
Foul on number 21, Dominique Reed. Trey Bahal is going to the line for 2.
This game keeps going the way it is. Fouls and free throws are going to be a very crucial part of the game. So far, Bobcats, I think, have made 2 for 2 of their free throws, which is really good. And Mount Olive is 1 for 2, am I correct?
Yes, Trey Bahal, first free throw is not good. Yeah, Dom, free throws will definitely be a big factor in this game, seeing as how both teams are playing very aggressive on defense. And free throws attempted will definitely be a big factor in this game.
Second free throw made. Bobcats coming out with a full court press again.
Blocking call on Trey Bahal. That's his first foul. 5th foul of the team. 15th foul. Austin Anderson goes to the hole. Shot rejected by Dominique Reed. Bobcats retrieve the ball.
Looks like Lees-McRae is trying to slow their offensive game down now after a hard start of going full aggressive on it.
LaPriest lanes to the basket, no good. Foul on number 23, Trey Bahal, for his second, team 6. A couple quick chippy ones for Lees-McRae, don't you think, Dom?
It is. Fouls are getting big, and I think they're amounting to a lot before they can start readjusting for them.
Number 21, Zach Wilmuth checks in the game. And number 33, Cameron Red checks back into the game. Good rebound by Wilmuth. Bobcats looking to push.
Fast transition.
Good pass by LaPriest Lynch. Zach Wilmuth 3.
Beautiful pass, great shot.
That's what the Bobcats need more of, Dom. Ball movement.
It is.
3-point shot by John Wheeling, no good. Bobcats looking to push. Good pass by Jonathan Honore for Cameron Red layup. Bobcats staying in that full court press. Offensive foul by number 35, Mike Moore.
That was a beautiful way of doing that. He kept his feet planted and he let the other man come right into him.
You know, with this new rule change on offensive foul calls, Dom, I thought that would be a big part of college basketball, and it really has changed the game and affected it in a positive way. Players are more prone to taking charges now.
They are. I think it also keeps them a little bit more safe, too, while it's at it.
Definitely. Trojans looking to pick up full court. steal by the Trojans, looking to push the ball. Good ball movement by the Trojans. Turnover by the Trojans. Good defense by the Bobcats.
It was great patience by the Bobcats, waiting for them to make their move to adjust to it.
You know, the Bobcats are playing more aggressive on defense than on. What do you think?
Yeah, they're being more aggressive on defense, and because of that, OMU is being a little bit more passive on the transition now.
Travel on the Trojans. Number 5, Keegan Crabtree checks in for number 10, Jonathan Honore. Keegan Crabtree is a knockdown shooter. I look for the Bobcats to get him open shots tonight.
If they keep looking for that open pass like they are, I'm sure he'll get plenty of shots.
Trojans pushing the ball. Foul on number 25, LaPriest Lynch, team 7. 1-1 for the Trojans. Tayon Glebe going to the line for 2, for 1, 1-1.
Shooting 1-1 for the Trojans, number 5, Tayon Lees.
First shot good for Tayon Glebe.
Second free throw is made.
Good rebound by LaPriest Lynch on the Austin Anderson missed a field goal attempt. Bobcats come out in a horns pick and roll set. Good pass by Austin Anderson on LaPriest Lynch. Offensive rebound by Austin Anderson. That's good ball movement, Dom.
It's great ball movement. They just got to put the ball in the net now.
Foul on number 10, Jaquan Blunt.
And we'll get right back to you after this media timeout.
Welcome back to Lees-McRae, Williams Gymnasium. We're having a good game tonight. The score is 14-13, the Bobcats lead. So far, the game's been very fast-paced with aggressive defense, and I look for the game to continue that way. What do you think, Dom?
As far as it looks, the Bobcats are still pushing forward on offense really hard. Mount Olive is still pushing forward offense really hard. Both teams going real aggressive. I don't see it slowing down anytime soon.
Zach Wilmoff with the ball at the top of the key. LaPriest Lynch with the ball now. 3-point shot by Keegan Crabtree is no good. Good tip in by Zach Wilmoff.
Lees-McRae coming out with that full press again.
A reset on the shot clock.
A little bit of a mix-up there. Lees-McRae still with a full court.
Trojans break the press pretty great. Tayon Glebe with the off shot. Rebound by LaPriest Lynch. Bobcats looking to push. Turnover by LaPriest Lynch. Just feel like he was going a little too fast that time, Don.
He was going a little too fast. He tried to throw a little too hard. It got tipped, and then it just happened to hit our player's hands last.
Dontrell Bright checks back into the game. Blocked by Cameron Red, balls to the Trojans. Layup by Mike Moore.
That all came out with some really great passing there. Lees-McRae just didn't know what to do there.
Good pass by LaPriest Lynch. Austin Anderson for the three-pointer.
Oh, great shot, great shot.
LaPriest Lynch is really attacking the defense, making them help, which are leading to good three-point shots.
He's pulling
We have an offensive foul by Mike Moore. By number 21, Dominic Reed. Number 10, Jonathan Honore checks in for the Bobcats, and number 0, Josh Gaither checks in for Bobcats for Zach Wilmoth. Kender Eisler checks in for the Bobcats as well.
Big team substitution. Do you think that's going to be a negative or a positive effect on the Lees-McRae here?
As of so far, it's been a positive. Players are coming in and giving their effort that they need to give, so it's looking good for them. Good drive by Kendall Eisler for the 2.
Lees-McRae still pushing this full court press.
Offensive foul by Cameron Red. You know, the Bobcats have really been stepping up to take those charges tonight, Don.
You're right. He's like I said, they're just getting in the way, putting their feet down, and just not moving.
Trojans come out with a full court press. Austin Anderson with the missed field goal attempt, but he's able to get the ball off the Trojans for the Bobcats to retain possession. Kendall Eisler with the ball on the corner. Three-point shot by Austin Anderson, fouled. He's going to the line for 3 shots.
It's real nice getting those free throws.
That was good ball movement by the Bobcats.
It was.
You know, Dom, if the Bobcats continue to be aggressive and, you know what I'm saying, take what the defense gives them, it'll be a good thing for them.
It's just looking like Mount Olive doesn't have a solution right now for the Bobcats' aggressive play style.
First 2 shots for Austin Anderson are good. Number 35 from Mount Olive checks into the game, and number 0, Jamal Martin checks into the game for Mount Olive. Foul count for Lees-McRae is 7. Foul count for Mount Olive Trojans is 8. Third free throw shot by Austin Anderson is good for the Bobcats to take a 24-15 lead. Jump ball by the Bobcats. Good defense by Cameron Red.
Great defense from the start of the full court press to lead him down the sidelines to force that really hard layup that he tried to get there.
Dontrell Bright with the ball at the wing. Mike Moore has the ball. Good hands by Austin Anderson for Trojans retain the ball. Blount with the ball now. Dontrell Bright with the three-pointer. No good. The offensive rebound by number 10, Jaquan Blount. Mike Moore has the ball. Jump ball by the Bobcats.
It's like you said, rebounding is going to be a huge factor. Lees-McRae, if they can just get their rebounding, box out, get those rebounds, they can go away with this game. But right now, Army's just fighting for that ball harder on the offensive paint.
Definitely. Trojans come out in a full court press. I'm really liking the intensity of this game, Dom.
It is. It's keeping the fans on their seats. It's keeping me on my seat.
Good hands by the Trojans, forcing a Bobcat turnover. Dontrell Bright with the layup. Foul before the layup on number 10, Jonathan Honore. Dontrell Bright to the line for a one-on-one.
A lot of fouls early in the game so far.
Definitely. First free throw good by Dontrell Bright. Number 25, LaPriest Lynch checks into the game for number 4, Austin Anderson. Dontrell Bright's second free throw is good for a 24-17 Lees-McRae Bobcats lead. Trojans come out in a full court press. Trojans have dropped down to a 2-3 zone. Three-pointer by LaPriest Lynch is no good. Foul on number 33, Cameron Red, sends Mike Moore to the line for a one-on-one.
Jack Frank checking back into the game. Do you think they've made adjustments to him, or do you think they're telling him to keep playing the way you were in the beginning?
Jack Frank is a big body, so they'll definitely tell him to be aggressive on offense and block out on defense. First free throw by Mike Moore is no good. Bobcats looking to push the ball. Kendall Iser has the ball at the top. LaPriest Lynch with the ball on the corner.
Great pass.
Three-pointer by Kendall Iser. Good ball movement by the Bobcats.
Mount Olive pushes fast and gets the layup because of it. They caught Lees-McRae off guard.
Good pass by Jack Frank. Three-pointer by Jonathan Honore. Good ball, pushing the ball by the Bobcats. Bobcats picking up the speed of the game.
They are. Mount Olive left him wide open for the three. Can't let that happen.
Another misfortunate possession by the Bobcats. They have to get back on defense. Kendall Iser with the drive to the basket. Traveling called on Kendall Iser. Media timeout. We'll be back to you after the media timeout.
Terry.
You know, Dom, the Bobcats really picked up the intensity of the game. They've taken a 9-point lead, 30-21. I like the pace of this game. What do you think?
I think if they can keep this pace going without tiring out, most of their bench and their starters really easily, I think this game could easily go their way. With that saying, UMO looking like they're making some adjustments right now. Hopefully Bobcats doing the same thing to keep this pace going, but hopefully keep this game going as fast as it is.
Bobcats are doing a really great job of attacking the defense and finding the open man, and guys are just making shots. I look for the Trojans to really try and pick it up here, but if the Bobcats continue to play the way they are playing, this will be a good game.
Bobcats real unfortunate on those last few plays. It looked like communication was a little bad, and they just weren't ready to play defense and gave UMO a couple of free points.
Bobcats come back out in a zone.
Good rebound by the Bobcats.
Josh Gaither has the ball looking to push. Avery. Rebound by Josh Gaither off of Avery. Avery Walls missed field goal attempt. We have an offensive foul on number 0, Josh Gaither, for the Bobcats' 10th foul. Number 21, Zach Wilmer checks in the game for number 0, Josh Gaither. Bobcats staying in that zone. Number 1, Dontrell Bright has the ball on the wing. Steal by LaPriest Lynch. Avery Walls looking to push the ball. Turnover by Avery Walls. Mike Moore with the dunk by the Trojans.
A little bit of a sloppy pass there by Lees-McRae, leading to an easy pickup and then throw down to the side for 3 UMO players waiting for that ball.
Layup good by LaPriest Lynch.
Looked like UMO was trying to get a foul on that one, but they didn't.
Three-point shot, no good by Jaquan Blount. Rebound by Jack Frame, looking to push the ball. Turnover by LaPriest Lynch. Dontrell Bright has the ball. Offensive foul called on Dontrell Bright, taken by Avery Walls.
Those charge fouls are really helping Lees-McRae out here as this pace of the game keeps getting faster and faster.
That is Dontrell Bright's 3rd foul. That will really affect the Trojans in the long run. Number 5, Tayon Gleaves checks into the game. Number 23 checks into the game for Mount Olive. Number 4, Austin Anderson checks into the game, and number 32 checks in the game, Darius Malbon for the Bobcats. Three-point basket good, off the mark by Darius Malbon. Ball to the Trojans. That was good ball movement by the Bobcats. Austin Anderson got into the lane, good kick, just not able to knock down the shot. Number 21 checks, number 33 checks in for Avery Walls. Tayon Gleaves with the ball for the Trojans on the wing. Jaquan Blount with the ball, at the top of the key. Mike Moore's jumper is good from the foul line. Austin Anderson at the ball, looking to push. Good pass, good drive by Zach Wilmer. Ball deflected by the Trojans, who stay with the Bobcats. That was a good drive by Zach Wilmer. He almost had the man wide open.
It was. Bobcats trying to move the ball as fast as possible. I think right then they were trying to move it a little too fast. But they're looking real good offensively, keeping this ball moving.
Turnover by Jack Frank. Trojans looking to push the ball.
A little bit of bad communication there, but Lees-McRae can get it going again.
Three-point shot is no good by Tayon Gleaves. Rebound by Zach Wilmer. Austin Anderson looking to push the ball. Austin Anderson's driving to the rim. Three-point shot by Zach Wilmoth is no good. Rebound by number 5, Tayon Gleaves. Good hands by Darius Melbourne with the steal.
Weird turn for Lees-McRae here. It looks like they're taking the ball out and slowing it down.
Offensive shot good by Darius Melbourne.
Honestly, for the defense there wasn't really much more he could have done. That was just a really good shot.
Bobcats take a 34-25 lead on the Mount Olive Trojans. Tayon Gleaves, three-pointer is no good. Rebound by Austin Anderson looking to push the ball. Traveling call on Darius Melbourne. Number 1, Chad Hicks checks in the game for number 43, Jack Frank. Number 5, Tayon Gleave has the ball at the top of the key. Traveling called on Tayon Gleaves.
That was big for Lees-McRae. You think they're going to come out pushing, or do you think they're going to try to waste this clock here?
Well, they'll run the clock down for sure, but look for a good shot. Three-point shot by Wilmoth is no good. Rebound by Cameron Red. Bobcats will hold for the last shot. Austin Anderson with the ball at the top, being guarded by Tayon Gleaves.
10 seconds left.
Pass by Anderson to Cameron Red. Shot is good. Bobcats take a 36-25 lead. Turnover by the Trojans. Three-point shot by Wilmoth is no good. Bobcats take a 36-25 lead into halftime.
Welcome back to Lees-McRae College, where we've had a great first half. It's the Bobcats 36 leading Mount Olive at 25. Stats so far defensively, it looks like Mount Olive is going to have a hard time judging who to guard on Lees-McRae. All of their points are, pretty well spread out between about 6 or 7 of their players, whereas Lees-McRae defensively, if they just watch Mike Moore and Dominique Reed, who have a combined of 17 of Mount Olive's 25 points. They just focus right there. It looks like Mount Olive isn't really scoring anywhere else.
I mean, I've seen the game change in spurts. Lees-McRae's picked it up defensively and offensively. The Trojans have out-rebounded Lees-McRae. Defensively, Lees-McRae is playing very aggressive, playing their full-court press, and that's really been working for them. I look to see Dontrell Bright be a bigger factor for the Trojans in the second half. As far as Lees-McRae, if they continue to move the ball as well as they are, points will not be a factor for them tonight.
Sounds good. See you at the start of the next half. And we're about to get started here with the second half of the Lees-McRae Bobcats game, where Lees-McRae is leading 36-25 on Mount Olive. What adjustments do you see that Mount Olive's probably done to this second half, hoping to come out here?
The Mount Olive Trojans will look to take away the Bobcats' penetration. They'll look to hit more open shots. They've had open shots, they just haven't been hitting them. And they'll look to get their All-American Dontrell Bright into the game. Three-point shot by Mike Moore is good. Priest Lynch has the ball on the wing. Blocked by Dominique Reed on the Priest Lynch. Trojans look to push the ball. Three-point shot by John Whelan is good. A quick 6 points for the Trojans.
Trojans came out firing. I don't think Lees-McRae was ready for this.
floater by Kendall Isaacs, good. Good ball movement by the Bobcats.
Good ball movement, good screens. Just overall good offensive play.
Jaquan Blount has the ball at the top of the key for the Trojans. Lees-McRae comes out in the zone. Dominique Reed has the ball in the post.
Jack being very defensively down low.
Three-point shot by Wheeling is no good. Jack Frank with the rebound. Austin Anderson looks to push.
Out of bounds by Mount Olive.
Another floater by Kendall Isaacs is no good. Dontrell Bright with the ball looking to push. Blocking call on number 25, LaPriest Lynch.
It's quite simple there. He's still moving his feet when he went down, so nice easy call for the ref. Missed layup by Mount Olive.
Number 10, Jaquan Blount. LaPriest Lynch with the ball looking to push. Turnover by LaPriest Lynch. Forces a jump ball. Bobcats retain possession. Mid-range jump shot by Cameron Red is no good. Dontrell Bright with the rebound. Foul on number 25, LaPriest Lynch. That's his second, team second.
Rebounding already starting to show a big factor into the second half.
Definitely. Dontrell Bright with the ball. Penetration, good pass by Dontrell Bright for Jaquan Blount, layup.
Great ball movement going on by UMO.
2-point shot by Austin Anderson's good. Bobcats come out in that full court press we saw in the first half, Dom. Dontrell Bright with the ball on the wing. Blount with the ball. 3-point shot by Mike Morris, no good. Offensive rebound by Dontrell Bright. A little sloppy play early on, Dom.
It is. It's not looking too great.
Steal by Austin Anderson.
2-on-1 play.
Layup good by LaPriest Lynch. Dontrell Bright with the ball on the wing. 3-point shot by John Wheeling is good. Bobcats have to get back on defense there, Dom.
It is. It looks like Mount Olive's coach calling for a timeout real fast, trying to make sure to stop Lees-McRae's fast-paced game of play.
Media timeout. Bobcats 42, Mount Olive Trojans 36. You know, the Trojans came out firing down, but the Bobcats picked it up a little bit to contain their lead.
They did. Bobcats saw it. They came out firing. I think they were a little shocked at first, but then came firing right back. And right now it's just who can survive the fastest pace of the game.
Definitely.
What do you say though? Watch for Dominique and Mike, and what happened right after that? Dominique passed right to Mike for a 3, very first play of the game. You know, it's always nice to see sportsmanship out in these games. I saw earlier when both players fell down. Look, Mount Olive helped pick up one of the guys from Lees-McRae, and you know, it's just nice seeing stuff like that.
Definitely good sportsmanship on both teams. That's just from being good young men and being well coached. Trojans picking up full court. Austin Anderson with the ball. Kendall Iser with the shot. Passes to LaPriest Lynch on the wing. LaPriest Lynch drives. Pass to Josh Gaither. Josh Gaither drives. Nowhere to go. 3-point shot by LaPriest Lynch is good. Bobcats come back out in that full court pressure. Dontrell Bright with the ball in the top wing. Mid-range jump shot by Mike Moore is good.
Lees-McRae just gave up the whole middle for that shot. Nice, easy jump.
Drive by Austin Anderson, kick to LaPriest Lynch. 3-point shot by LaPriest Lynch is no good. Rebound by by Dominique Reed. Layup by John Williams, good.
Lees-McRae getting ready to make a big sub.
The Trojans come out in an aggressive man-to-man, switching everything. Bobcats have to find better ball movement. Number 32, Darius Melbon. Number 10, Jonathan Honore. And number 21, Zach Wilmot check into the game. Number 0, Jamal Martin checks in for the Trojans for number 35, Mike Moore. Number 10, Jonathan Honore has the ball. Mid-range jump shot by Darius Melbon is good.
Lees-McRae's hitting their shots now. All they got to do is just play that great defense we saw at the beginning of the first.
Definitely.
Jump ball, looks like Mount Olive's going to get the ball back.
Matt Olive retains possession. 33, Cameron Red checks out of the game. Number 1, Chad Hick checks into the game. You know, Dom, I've really been liking the aggressiveness from number 32, Darius Melbon. He's really been attacking.
He is. I haven't seen him be in a whole bunch as much as some of the other players have, but I do know when he is in, I can tell the excitement from him and the aggressiveness. He really wants this win.
Number 10, Jaquan Blount's 3 is good.
Big 3-point shot there.
Number 32, Darius Melbon has the ball. Good ball movement by the Bobcats. Set a screen. Number 32, Darius Melbon has the ball in the wing. 3-point shot by Zal Whitmore is good.
Seems like no matter what happens, he's making just about every 3 coming to him.
He is. He's hot right now.
Great pass.
Number 1, Dontrell Bright 3 is no good. Rebounded by Josh Gaither. Good pass by Josh Gaither. No good by Zach Wilmot for the 3. Number 1, Dontrell Bright has the ball. Passes to number 10, Blount for the 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Darius Melbon, looking to push the ball.
Looks like Lees-McRae is picking it up on the defensive rebounds this half, a lot better than the last half.
Definitely. Number 1, Chad Hicks with the ball. Foul call on number 23, John Willing. Media timeout.
Going back to John Willand, he didn't do a whole bunch in the first half. He had one field goal. He had one assist. That was really all he did that game. This game, it looks like he's been all over the court, making defensive plays, rebounds.
Definitely. Willand's knockdown three-point shooter. He's hit a couple early on this second half, and I look for them to keep getting him the ball.
As this media timeout goes on, score is Lees-McRae up on Mount Olive 50-43.
Both teams really playing aggressive, Dom.
They are, and I also see there's not as many substitutions so far as the last half. It seemed like the last half, 2 minutes in, we already had 3 substitutions. How do you think they're doing on that?
Players are just picking up the pace and making good plays, so I mean there's no reason really, unless they get tired, for coach to take them out, you know. On Mount Olive's side, substitutions as far as fouling is concerned is a big part. I mean, foul trouble is going to be a big part of the game for Mount Olive. Lees-McRae, Chad Hicks to the line for 2 shots.
Now shooting two for Bobcats, number 1, Chad Hicks.
First shot for Hicks is off the mark. Second shot for Hicks is good. Lees-McRae retreats to the half court to the zone they ran in the first half. Good pressure by Darius Melbon of the Bobcats. High-low by the Mount Olive gets an easy bucket. Number 1, Chad Hicks has the ball on the wing. Passes to number 10, Jonathan Honore. Gives number 10, Josh Gaither, the ball for number 1, Dontrell Bright has the ball. .35 Mike Moore for the three-pointer is good.
They left him wide open, and what do you do? Sink the 3.
Now Olive's cut the lead down to 3, 51-48.
Bobcats seem to be slowing down their pace of play.
Clock winds down to 13 for the Bobcats. Pass by Jonathan Honore to Chad Hicks is no good. Foul on number 32, Darius Melbon. That is the team's 3rd.
Seems to see that foul. Looked like they both just ran into each other. Darius didn't even look like he noticed he was coming in until it was too late.
Number 33, Cameron Red, checks in for number 0, Josh Gaither for the Bobcats. And number 2, James Rucker checks in for the Trojans. Number 0, 3 is off the mark for the Trojans, rebounded by Cameron Red. Good defense by the Trojans. Ball movement stagnant by the Bobcats.
It is.
Good drive to the basket by Jonathan Honore off the mark. Trojans looking to push. 3-point shot. Good by John Willie. Timeout by the Bobcats.
It's a tie game right now. Bobcats and Mount Olive are tied at 51-51.
You know, Bobcats are just getting out hustled right now, and Mount Olive's counting down on some threes right now, and they've tied the game up, Don.
Is it? It looks like John Wheeland. Looks like John Wheeland really came out firing. You said he was a big-time three-point shooter, and he's really showing it this half. He's putting it to the Lees-McRae Bobcats. They're leaving him wide open, and he's just taking those shots, plain and simple.
The Bobcats have to communicate better on defense and really get back. Dontrell Bite is pushing the ball, and he's finding his teammates for good shots.
Start this back off with Lees-McRae ball.
Number 4, Austin Anderson, and number 3, Kendall Eisen have checked into the game. Number 4, Austin Anderson with the ball. Turnover by number 33, Cameron Red. And one layup by number 1, Dontrell Bright.
Big momentum shift just happened here. It looks like Mount Olive's getting a lot of this momentum. Lees-McRae needs to pick up their pace again and get back into their groove.
Definitely. Mount Olive's on a big run. The Bobcats have to find a way to stop this run. Three-point shot by Austin Anderson is good.
It's a big three. It really helped Lees-McRae out.
It really did help stop this run. Bobcats come into the zone they played first half. Good hands by Kendall Eisen versus the steal. He
Great
gets the
play.
push. Three-point shot by Austin Anderson is no good. Rebounded by Kendall Eisen. Bobcats pull it back out.
Great play defensively there. He waited for him to turn his head, came up right behind him, stole the ball.
Drive by Austin Anderson pass to Jonathan Honore for a three-point shot is good.
Looks like Lees-McRae's getting their groove back, and it's really showing.
Yeah, good ball movement by the Bobcats, just looking for the extra pass.
It is.
Drive by number 1, Dontrell Bright. Easy. That's too easy, Dom.
It was. Defense kind of just gave it to him there at the end.
Drive to the basket by Austin Anderson is no good. Rebounded by Cameron Red.
It was a good rebound. They're getting offensive rebounds now. The first half they weren't getting, just maybe slim to none.
Definitely. Bobcats look to come out in that horn set. Austin Anderson's two-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Mike Moore for the Trojans.
Lees-McRae's got a little quiet on defense. Communication needs to stay loud. That's when they were doing best in the first half.
Definitely. Number 23, John Willen has the ball on the top of the key. Dontrell Bright drives the ball. Foul on number 3, Kendall Eisen. That's the Bobcats' 5th.
You can definitely tell Lees-McRae made adjustments on that backside. Earlier on in this first half, they were giving up the backside, and UMO was just making a nice, easy pass for that three-point. Looks like they're doing a lot better of a job of closing that up. If they make the pass, they are right there for the block.
Like I said, Dontrell Bright's a preseason All-American. He's a tough guard, but, I mean, Lees-McRae has to find a way to get it done.
They do. He's definitely been showing his All-American this half. He's finding teammates. He's getting a way to get inside, forcing Lees-McRae inside, and then just passing it outside for that nice, easy three.
Definitely.
At this timeout, it's currently Lees-McRae at 57, UMO at 56. Close game going down right now. Everything is just fast-paced everything. What are you thinking, Rashad?
Fast-paced game was predicted early on, you know, Dom, and it's really been a good show to watch. Aggressive defense and fast-paced play always accounts to a great game.
It is. Only time will tell the end of this game. If this keeps going, it really is going to come down to who has the best endurance for this fast pace of a game.
Definitely.
Lees-McRae definitely sounding louder on the court now than they were before the timeout.
Yes, they are. Bobcat still in that zone. Dontrell Bright has the ball at the top. Ball screen at the top for Dontrell Bright. Rebounded by number 23, Dominique Reed for the putback. Trojans take their first lead of the game, 58-57.
Lees-McRae taking their time on this offense, getting this set up before they start doing stuff.
Turnover by number 10, Jonathan Honore.
But Trey Hall has made his way into the game. Big rebound for the Bobcats.
Turnover by LaPriest Lynch, Bobcats. Trojans retain possession. Number 10, Jaquan Blau checks into the game for number 1, Dontrell Bright. Number 35, Mike Moore checks into the game for the Trojans. Bobcats pick up three-quarter court. Good drive by John Willett for the two. Now all the Trojans lead 60-57. Foul on number 10, Jaquan Blau. That's all the Trojans' second team foul.
Hey, ball pressure.
Drive by LaPriest Lynch, he's fouled. Going to the line for 2 shots.
Fouls aren't as big of a factor this half as they were last half, but they still are coming in pretty fast for a basketball game.
Definitely. I feel like it will come down to who makes their free throws. First shot off the mark for LaPriest Lynch. Number 1, Dontrell Bright checks back into the game for number 23, John Willie. Second shot is good for LaPriest Lynch.
Bobcats coming out with a full court press.
Foul called on number 33, Cameron Red. Number 0, Josh Gaither checked back into the game for number 23, Trey Bahal. Layup good by number 23, Dominique Reed. Bobcats did not communicate on that possession. Number 3, Kendall Iser has the ball. Number 3, Kendall Iser for the three-pointer.
Big 3-point to keep Lees-McRae back into this game by only losing by 1.
Definitely. Lees-McRae needs to communicate more on defense. Good find. Rebound by number 10.
Great pass
Jaquan
to the
Blount.
middle. It was a great pass to the middle, but there was nobody there to rebound.
Definitely. 3-point shot by LaPrice Lynch is no good. Mike Moore with the rebound. Blount with the ball looking to push. Good block by Cameron Red. Foul on number 1, Dontrell Bite. LaPrice Lynch going to the line for 2. You know, Dom, the Bobcats really need to box out on that defensive end. The Trojans getting a lot of offensive rebounds, just not converting them.
It's not even the fact that they're getting outworked on the rebounds. It's just they're not going for him. On defense, especially, you'll see on the defensive shots that there'll only be one guy rebounding, and you'll see 2 or 3 Mount Olive guys jumping up for that ball. It's really killing them on defense.
Definitely. First shot good for LaPrice Lynch. 43, Jack Frank checks into the game for number 33, Cameron Red. Second free throw good for number 25, LaPrice Lynch. Darius Melbon checks into the game. Bobcats in that full court press.
I'm excited to see that enthusiasm and that aggressiveness out of Darius this half. He showed it last half and in the beginning of this half, but let's see if he keeps it going.
Definitely. Bobcats have slowed down the intensity. We don't see the same intensity they had in the first half. Another offensive rebound, and Dominique Reed's going to the line for 2.
I saw 3 Lees-McRae Bobcats under the hoop, but I didn't see one of them jump on that rebound. It just shows that UMO is deserving these rebounds that they're getting. They're just outworking for him.
The Bobcats really need to find Dominique Reed and put a body on him. He has 3 offensive rebounds in the last 3 possessions. First shot good for Dominique Reed. Second shot good for Dominique Reed to give Mount Olive Trojans a 66-63 lead. Foul on the Trojans, that's their team 5th. Austin Anderson going to the line for 2. Fouls on number 10, Dominique, on Jaquan Blount. That's a really big foul. They have 2 players with 4 fouls right now. I look for the Bobcats to attack both those players.
If the Bobcats keep playing aggressively, it's going to force Mount Olive to do one of 2 things: either play passively and stop the fouls, or keep playing aggressively and hope they don't get fouls.
Definitely. First shot good by Austin Anderson. Number 5, Tayon Gleaves checks in the game for number 10, Jaquan Blount. Second shot good for Austin Anderson. Lees-McRae drops back into that 3-quarter court press. Tayon Gleaves with the ball at the top. Swings it to John Wheeler. Lees-McRae really staying solid. Offensive foul on number 0 for the Trojans. Josh Gaither takes that charge. That is a player control foul. Jamal Madden with the foul. Immediate timeout. Bobcats trail 65-66 to the Trojans. That was a good play by the Bobcats, exactly what they needed.
It was working for him in the first half. I don't know why it wouldn't work in the second. It just seemed like they forgot about him. Josh brought it back in. He took the charge. He wasn't afraid of, taking the body, and he took one, and it's well needed. It is well needed.
I definitely look for the Bobcats to pick it up on the defensive end, how they did in the first half, which led to a lot of stagnation by the Trojans. The Trojans are really just getting easy layups now.
Easy layups off of easy rebounds. Their offensive rebounds, they're getting multiple off of this half just because Lees-McRae's not going up for that ball. It seemed like in the first half they really wanted this win, and you could tell by the fire in their eyes. And now in the second half, I think because they were up by so much, they're like, we can win this easily. But then Mount Olive came out firing, and I think it caught Lees-McRae by surprise. It took them back a step, and they're really figuring out those steps to get back up.
I look for this game to come down to the wire.
It is. It definitely is. That's bigger.
Mount Olive comes out in a full court press. Kendall Eisen with the ball. Kendall Eisen with the ball on the wing. Gives it to Austin Anderson. Darius Melbon with the ball. Drives. Altered by Mike Moore. They have Mount Olive Trojans look to push the ball. Three-point shot by Jamal Madden is no good. Rebounded by Darius Melbon. Looks to push.
Lees-McRae definitely had a lot more people on the rebound.
Jack Frank on the hook shot for two. Lees-McRae regains the lead, 67-66.
Lees-McRae just needs to keep this going. They had three people on that last rebound to Mount Olive's only one. If they can just keep that average up, just keep it going.
And one by Dominique Reed. That was simply too easy. No help on the backside, and that's a foul on Josh Gaither.
Gave up a nice easy pass, a nice easy layup, and then in return, Lees-McRae got a foul, and he got the and one.
That's Josh Gaither's second foul for the 18th foul for the Bobcats. Number 21, Zach Wilmot checks in the game. Foul shot is good for Reed to take a 67-69 Mount Olive lead.
That's a simple three-point layup right there.
Definitely is, definitely is. Stagnation on offense leads to a turnover by the Bobcats. Number 10, Jonathan Honore takes into the game for number 32, Darius Melbon.
Bobcats struggling to harness that energy they had in the first half, keep it in the second half.
Dontrell Bright with the ball up top. Pressured by Kendall Eisen, passes to Will, and pressured by Austin Anderson. Another and one by the Trojans. Number 1, Jamal Madden, foul on number 21, Zach Wilmot. You know, Lees-McRae just is not playing with the same intensity we've seen. That's led to 2 back-to-back and ones.
They're not, it's just something, I don't know what was said or what happened, but Lees-McRae just lost that spark. The spark that kept them going in the first half and is just slowly deteriorating into the second half.
Foul shot is no good by Jamal Madden. Kendall Eisen with the ball, looks to push. Kendall Eisen foul, going to the line for a 1-and-1. Number 33, Cameron Red, checks into the game for Jack Frank.
That was not a foul that Mount Olive wanted.
Definitely not. First free throw is no good by Kendall Eisler. Mount Olive have the possession. Bobcats look to get a stop on this possession. Three-point shot is no good by John Willen. Offensively rebounded by number 1 Dontrell Bright.
That's one of those tough rebounds to get. It goes off the rim and goes all the way back to the three-point line.
Tip. Rebound by number 3, Kendall Eisler. Just a lot of tips, Dom. That leads to an easy Mount Olive layup. I mean, the Bobcats had the possession, they just didn't secure it. Three-point basket by number 4, Austin Anderson is good. Timeout by Coach Harden. Mount Olive Trojans have a 73-70 lead. You know, Dom, I've seen Mount Olive has really taken away what Lees-McRae was great at in the first half, and that was penetration. So without penetration, Lees-McRae is literally just standing around the three-point line without much movement, you know?
It is, it is. It looks like every time they start to get down, number 5, Keegan Crabtree coming up with a 3 to try to spark up that Lees-McRae Bobcat. And it's just going to be hard making that 3, but then going back to defense and not rebounding.
Number 5.
That's it, too?
You said number 5, Keegan Crabtree.
You meant Austin Anderson?
Oh, don't worry.
You know, Austin Anderson's a senior. He played Division I basketball at Presbyterian College. Early on in the season, he was not playing the way people felt he should play, but now he's really stepping up for the Bobcats.
He definitely is. He's come out with a crucial 3-pointers to help spark his team. They just need to keep that spark going.
I look for the Bobcats to come out here aggressively and get a stop. Mount Olive will definitely come out attacking, looking to get to that free throw line. Bobcats have to box out, secure the rebound, and get good offensive possessions to secure this win.
Bring that intensity that they've been bringing all game.
Definitely. Another offensive rebound by the Trojans.
It's going Lees-McRae's ball.
The Trojans are really not pleased with that call.
It's a tough one, but it's not their call in the end. That's up to the ref, and ref said Lees-McRae.
Definitely. Three-point shot by Kendall Eisler is good. Good pass by number 4, Austin Anderson. The Bobcats tie the game 73-73 with 1:20 left to play.
And that's the offense we saw in the beginning of the first half. You know, they pass the ball, charge inside, and then pass to the 3.
Foul on number 23, LaPreece Lynch, will send number 21, Dominique Reed, to the line for 2.
Big foul. And like you said, free throws are going to really show this part of the game, and it's really going to be a big factor.
It's double bonus for the Lees-McRae Bobcats from here on out. Mount Olive Trojans foul count is 7. 4 fouls on number 25, LaPreece Lynch. First shot no good by Dominique Reed.
That's a big helping factor for Lees-McRae, seeing him miss that free throw.
Definitely. Now the Bobcats just have to box out if he does miss the second one. Second shot good for Dominique Reed. Number 2 for the Trojans checks in, getting Dominique Reed out the game for a breather. Number 10, Jaquan Blount checks back into the game for the Trojans.
And he has 4 fouls, does he not?
He does. Trojans showing a little full court pressure.
Now, if I were Lees-McRae here, I would play hard offense.
Definitely.
Blount, try to force him to get that 5th foul, making it even harder.
Austin Anderson with the ball at the top. Passes off to Cameron Red, looking to move the ball. Three-point shot by Austin Anderson is good. Gives the Bobcats a two-point group point
There's
lead.
that spark three-point I was talking about. He's really helping them out right now.
Definitely. Bobcats need to stop here. They have the lead 70. Foul called on Kendall Iser will send John Willen to the line for three. The crowd and the Lees-McRae Bobcats players did not react well to that foul call.
That was a big foul. That's 3 free throws, giving Mount Olive the chance to get this game back on their side up by 1.
And it's Kendall Iser's 4th foul, so that's definitely a big foul call. First free throw is good for Willen. Second free throw is good for John Willen.
It's now tied 66-66 with 46.5 seconds left on the clock. Like you said, coming down to the wire.
Third free throw is good by Willen. Mount Olive takes a 77-76 lead over the Bobcats. 46 seconds left. That was a really big call for the Bobcats, but I look for them to respond well. 46 seconds left. It's going to come down to who can take care of the ball and make a good shot.
It really is. It's a tough call for the Bobcats. It's taking the 3 and being up by 2, or taking the easy 2-point conversion and only being up by 1 with Mount Olive on the ball last. It's really a hard call. What do you think they're going to go for?
I look for the Bobcats to run good offense, move the ball, set pick and rolls. They've been doing really well in pick and roll, penetrate, and get a good shot. Mount Olive's definitely going to come out aggressive. They just have to look for a good shot.
I think Mount Olive's going to come out looking at Austin Anderson, thinking that Austin is going to try to make that 3-point like he has been all game. This time it's going to be a little bit more crucial than all those others for the fact that he'll be putting Lees-McRae up by 2. So Austin Anderson picking a big role in this game.
Definitely, definitely. You know, they say seniors make big plays, and he's definitely playing as a senior should.
He definitely is. He's stepped up to the plate this game, and he obviously wants this game just as much as anybody out there on this court.
Mount Olive comes out in full court pressure. Full court man-to-man. Dontrell Bright picks up the ball. Austin Anderson with the ball. Number 3, Kendall Iser has the ball. Good pass by Iser to number 23, Cameron Red for the layup. Lees-McRae takes a 78-77 lead with 33 seconds to play. Timeout by the Mount Olive Trojans.
29.2 seconds on the clock. Mount Olive's got the ball. Lees-McRae's up by 1, 78-77. This is right down to the wire. Fast play. You've called it all night. What are you calling now?
That was a good possession by Kendall Iser to drive. Penetration always leads to a better play on offense. 29 seconds left in the game. 26-second shot clock for the Trojans. If push comes to shove, the Trojans having to score. Lees-McRae has enough time to get off a good look. I look for this game to really come down to the wire, Don.
It is, it is. It's all going to be down to who's going to push the hardest and who's going to play for this win more than the other team.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And here we go. We're starting off the game. 29.2 seconds.
Kendall Iser guarding Dontrell Bright. Lees-McRae.
20 seconds on the clock, and Mount Olive still passing the ball around the 3-point line.
Good defensive play by the Bobcats, forces a jump ball, Lees-McRae's possession. The intensity has really picked up in this building, Don.
It really has, and because of that, and without the foul, and both guys went up, it's a big transition for Lees-McRae. That is a big play.
Mount Olive picks up full court.
6.7 seconds left. Lees-McRae's ball, 78-77. Big game.
Foul on number 10, Jaquan Blount. That is his 5th foul. Number 10, Jonathan Honore is going to the line for a 1-and-1. He really has to take his time on the free throw. This is a big free throw for Jonathan Honore.
These are. And just like predicted, once again, free throws are going to call the game.
Cameron Red is set to check into the game.
Big sub by Mount Olive.
That was a really key possession on the defensive end. They had a little mental lapse, but made up for it with hustle.
They definitely did. Mount Olive found that backside pass, but Lees-McRae found 2 guys to hustle back and get there so he couldn't make that easy layup.
Definitely.
Free throws are a big part right now. Really big part.
First shot is good by Jonathan Honore, giving Lees-McRae a 79-77 point lead.
Very crucial. Making this next shot doesn't sink the win, but it makes it a lot more helpful.
Definitely. Second free throw for Jonathan Honore is good, giving the Lees-McRae Bobcats an 80-77 point lead. 5.7 seconds left in the game. Kendall Iser picks up Dontrell Bright full court. Lees-McRae really needs to move their feet on this last possession.
I think Lees-McRae is going to come out here and just block the 3-point shot. That's their best option.
Shot no good by Dontrell Bright. Lees-McRae with the victory.
It was a great game between both teams. Both teams hustled hard. Both teams gave as much heart as they possibly could. And it literally just came down to free throws and who could push the hardest to the end of the game.
Definitely. I am very proud of both of these teams. They really came out, competed, showed great sportsmanship, and it turned out to be a very great game to watch.
Lots of class in this game, lots of class. As you can see, the handshake at the end of the game is always a great way to show your class. End of game score 80-77 at Lees-McRae with the Lees-McRae win. They got their record is now 2-5. I'm sure they're loving this as you can see them jump around.
1-0 in the conference. That is a good way to start the Thanksgiving break.
That is. I'm sure they're gonna go home and eat real well.
Definitely. Look for them to celebrate and have full stomachs. That concludes the game for the Lees-McRae Bobcats versus the Mount Olive Trojans. And we'll be back. Welcome back to Lees-McRae's Williams Gymnasium. After game recap, we're here with Kendall Iser. So Kendall, how do you feel the team performed once they got down after the second half?
I feel like we was fighting back. You know, we at home and everybody wanted to win. So we just got together. We weren't gonna lose. Being our first official home game too, we wanted to start out with a bang and first conference win too.
As a senior, I saw emotions got crazy out there. It got real emotional. How do you as a senior, keep your team from getting too emotional and keep focused during the game?
Well, you know, like you said, that's being a senior, you know, this is my last go around, so I want everything to be good. I don't want no regrets or nothing. So I just like get everybody together when it's up or down and tell them, hey, stay calm, be poised, and let's get it.
As far as the game went, what did you like and what did you dislike about the game?
As far as game, I think the foul count, you know, we all, you know, Lees-McRae, we always 5 against 8 every game. And I think we didn't shoot as good as we wanted to. I think if we would shot as good as we should, the game would have been close.
Speaking of the game, big win, big 3. You had 3 of them tonight, especially that big one in the end of the game. How did you keep your composure after you made that 3? I know you wanted to jump for joy. I could see it in your eyes, but you got to keep that composure. How did you do it?
It's time left on the clock, and the game is over to 0 on the clock. So that's how I looked at it.
You've heard it from Kendall Iser. Great win, buddy. Night recap by me, Rashad Felton, Dominic Hamilton, and that's the game.
Good game. Welcome back to the Lees-McRae Williams Gym. This is the after-game recap. Coach, what was the biggest challenge throughout that game to overcome?
Well, the biggest challenge was probably staying focused. You know, I told the guys, don't be surprised if the game gets tight and we come out on top. And, you know, I'm glad we held our composure and guys made big plays towards the end of the game and we got the win.
What did you think of Austin Anderson and Kendall Iser's performance?
Well, you know, anytime you have seniors that can perform at a high level in a big-time game, it's going to help your team. And, you know, these guys have been playing well earlier in the season, and I'm sure they're going to continue playing this way, and I just look forward to watching them. I got the best seat in the house.
Yeah, definitely.
I saw them at the start of the game. They came out fired, pumped up, and then it came to the second half, and it looked like they tried to get fired up again, and then they went through a little slump. Saw you took a timeout, immediate timeout helped there. How did you get your team fired back up to get back into that?
Well, that's one of our concerns as the coaching staff. You know, Coach Harden and Coach Juan, we always trying to figure out how can we get them to come out in the second half focused and ready to go. You know, it seems like we get a little comfortable, a little relaxed, and we need to come back out with that type of attitude that we want to really put you away as early as possible. So that is something we're going to continue to work on, and I'm sure we'll get better at it.
What do you feel like y'all have to improve on as far as the next game concerned?
Well, you know, well, first of all, after we finish eating this turkey, you know, hopefully they'll come back ready. Yeah. But, you know, I think rebounding the basketball is going to be crucial for us. And, you know, as long as everybody stays engaged in execution at the end of games, and I think that's going to be the recipe for us to have a successful season.
Well, you heard it from the coach. Great game again tonight. It was great watching.
Thank you.
I'm glad it went your way.
Yep. Thank you very much. You guys did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Lees-McRae College at the Williams Gym. It was a great game. Lees-McRae came out strong. I think they caught Mount Olive off guard. They pulled a big lead at the beginning of the first half. They kept it going throughout the second half. They came into the second half. I think they weren't expecting Mount Olive to come out as hot as they did. They went through a big slump, came through a few timeouts. They picked it back up. Yeah, Kendall and Austin, two seniors on the team who really picked it up in the second half, brought their team to that victory. And I think this conference win, knocking number 5 Mount Olive down, is a big factor here for Lees-McRae. I know a bunch of the guys are hyped about that. And like I said, it's just a big win knowing they can beat a number 5 team in the nation.
Definitely. Both styles were aggressively fast-paced on offense and defense. Like Dominic said, the seniors really stepped up for Lees-McRae, hit big shots. Early on, the ball movement for Lees-McRae was very good. You know, penetration, pass, knocking down threes. Later on, Mount Olive kind of took that away, and then the Bobcats slowly but surely found a way to get it done. Bobcats traveled to Brevard College after the break, and hopefully they'll get a win there. But this has been a game from Williams Gymnasium. We'll see you next time after the break.